I was like, let me see if I can find out which songs are crazy, which are sexy, and which are cool. And then I just kind of like wimped out halfway through.
Right,
I was like,
they're all in like every section at this point, you know?
Never mind. Hi, I'm Danielle.
And I'm Dell.
And this is the Black Catch-Up, where we're catching up on iconic black media we missed out on in our more religious conservative childhood.
Music review, album review, we're doing TLC CrazySexyCool.
Yes. So we're gonna tell you a little bit about the album.
Yeah, it's like first paragraph off Wikipedia, I guess.
Basically.
Yeah.
So this is their second studio album. It was released on November 15th, 1994, and it got positive reviews according to them. And yep, that's all.
Did it win any awards?
I think the most it got is it's 12 times. It was certified 12 times platinum. So that's very good. All right. So.
Yeah, I guess kind of similar format. Start off with things we liked about it.
So our highlights and lowlights of the album. That's our first little question. So what do you have?
Yeah. So I guess we'll kind of just go like. Overall, I thought the album had like a really just kind of fun, flirty vibe to it. So that was kind of like I think like throughout it, you kind of get that same I don't know, just like flirty, like girls having fun kind of vibe. Yeah. So I really liked that. I just thought it was like really fun in that way. So that was kind of the first I guess theme I liked about this one.
Yeah, I said that too. I said that overall the album was very good. It was like super chill and you could just kind of vibe with it. And there weren't any duds in the album, which was very nice and kind of rare. I don't think there are any songs I would skip.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I'd agree. Yeah.
Anything else you have for good?
After that, I just kind of started listing songs I liked.
Oh, go ahead.
So, I thought there were two songs, "Knock Your Game" and "Switch." I thought they had really funky '90s bass lines.
Yeah.
And so I just found them I was just grooving to them a lot. I just like those two songs.
Nice.
And the bass line in those. So, yeah.
I have 4 songs that I wrote about specifically. So in terms of songs I just thought were fun and I liked "Creep," "Case of the Fake People," and "Red Light Special." Those were all really vibey and I really liked those. Yeah. And I also wrote down "If I Was Your Girlfriend" because that song was written by Prince and I could tell and I really liked that.
Oh, okay.
I could tell it was written by Prince.
I also had "Red Light Special" written down as one of my highlights. It had a really cool guitar solo toward the middle. It wasn't that crazy or anything, but it just fit really nice. It was again just a great vibe the whole way through.
Yeah, that was
really
so
good. I had that one down as well. One thing I really liked was at the end, the last song. What was it called?
Something Wicked This Way Comes.
Yeah, Something Wicked This Way Comes. I love the Andre 3000 feature. It surprised me. I didn't know he was on there, but I don't even know if he was credited. On Apple Music, it didn't have his name on there, and so it just completely caught me off guard. But
if you look on Genius, he's there.
Yeah, no, of course he's there. Because he's in the song, but I just wasn't expecting it because usually you see that this song featuring Andre 3000, but of course he killed his verse, but the whole song was good too though. So
another thing I said I liked was the interludes, oddly enough. I enjoyed the interludes. Not all of them. There was one in particular I didn't like. Whichever one where there's a toilet flush, I didn't like that.
That would give me really heavy Snoop Dogg vibes.
I just didn't
not
like
for
the
some reason.
toilet flush.
I think Doggy Style has a bunch of those. Yeah.
But I did like the interludes, and I feel as though a lot of albums don't have interludes nowadays. I feel as though intros in albums are coming back a little bit, but interludes I don't see as much. And I'm not going to pretend I listen to music the most, but in the albums I listen to, I don't really see it that much. So I really like the interludes.
Okay. I'm actually going to differ on that one.
You don't like
I liked the first one, and I think maybe the second one, but I thought toward the back half of the album, it just got a little interlude heavy. There was a stretch where there was interlude song, interlude song, interlude. And I don't know, it just again, I was vibing to the song, so it kind of slowed it down just a little bit for me. the tunes that were going along in the interludes were all like good. Like they were all good vibes, but like I would have just preferred to just have a song, or I don't know. It just seemed weird because the first half of the album didn't have that many interludes. Like I think it only had like one.
It just
and then the back half kind of had them all. So I thought that was like kind of just more just an odd choice than like me not liking it. But
that's fair.
Yeah, that was kind of my thoughts on the interludes.
All right. So we also have songs you would remove. Do you have any songs you wouldn't keep on this?
Yeah, to be honest, I forgot this was a question, so I wasn't really paying attention to it. Do you have the track list up? Maybe you could talk while I look at the track list for half a second.
The only thing I said I wouldn't keep was that interlude with the toilet flush, because I just didn't like that. I don't like the sound of toilet flushing just in music. I don't want it. And where I differ from you, while I did like Something This Way, Wicked This Way Comes, I almost feel as though the vibe was so much different than how chill everything else was. So I almost would move that to a different album.
Okay.
Like I could see myself doing that. Like it's fine here, but I also feel, but again, I feel as though it was so like vibey, chill. I don't know if I would keep it.
Okay. Yeah, I think the only thing I would have done was just laid off on the interlude toward the end.
That's fair.
Like I think, like I didn't really like dislike any of the songs, so.
Yeah,
and I thought they all like went together. They all like seemed to have like a similar theme, similar vibe. So, yeah, I don't think I really take anything off this one.
All right.
Except like the interludes. I thought the interludes just made it a little longer than it had to be. You know.
Yeah, this was like an hour-long album. Like
yeah,
a little less than an hour.
You cut the interludes. I think you could have gotten it down to 45 minutes, and I think that would have been a little more concise and a little better.
All right. So, what's your rating of this album?
So, this one, I gave it a 3.5. To be honest, like I really liked it. But I think the problem for me was one, the interludes. I thought it again ran just a little too long for me, and then two, it's not. I guess not that I didn't like it, but I couldn't find when I would play this again. You know, in a sense, like there were a song or two that I could see myself like playing again, but they're all songs I definitely wouldn't skip if they came on.
Yeah.
But I didn't see myself like really like saying, oh yeah, I can see myself listening to this while I'm doing this, you know? So, yeah, and I guess it almost goes into our last question, which
wait,
we'll
I
get
didn't
to,
even
but,
answer
yeah,
this
no,
question.
I know, that's why I'm not gonna say anything yet, but,
because what you make, that point also does go into my last question, too. So, I gave this album a 4 out of 5. I overall thought it was just a really nice album. There weren't any duds. The only like, slight criticism I have it is that because of how vibey it was, some of the songs kind of blended together. Not like terribly where you couldn't tell where one song started and one song ended. It's just like if you were in a Shazam situation where it's like beat Shazam, like figure out what this song is, you might have a little bit of a hiccup on certain songs. Not all of them, and this isn't like a bad thing, but it's just like some of them started to sound a little similar. So I was like, I want a scooch more variety, but other than that, I thought it was a solid 4 out of 5.
All right.
So our last question is, which songs, if any, are you adding to your playlist? Or like, would you add anything to the playlist? What playlist would it be? That kind of thing.
Yeah, so for me, Something Wicked This Way Comes, or whatever that name of the song was, I think that might be on a playlist. There was a song, I really did like Knock Your Game too. Knock Your Game.
Oh, that was
I really
a
loved
great
that
one.
That might have been my favorite song on the album, I think. You know, Creep and Waterfall, I did like them. I know those are like the two kind of big hits
like
off this album.
Ones.
But for me,
I almost felt like a fake fan being like, I like Creep.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
It was really good.
For me, like I kind of knew those songs already, and so I don't know if they're added to the playlist. Like I feel like those songs will just come up naturally enough that I don't need to add them to my own playlist. But the other two I'd add. And then there was one song, Take Your Time, which I think would be like perfect on the like proverbial baby making playlist, you know. But yeah, those are kind of the songs that got added to some of my playlists.
All right.
What about you?
I answered this one a little bit differently because, like the other question with which ones would you take off, I kind of just didn't answer it the right way.
Yeah.
So and how I'm going to answer this kind of relates to what you said in the beginning, where you called this album kind of like a fun, girly time. And because of that, I said that a lot of songs I feel as though this album would be good for getting ready music. Like if you're about to go out with your
Most
friends,
definitely, yeah.
you would just like, you could honestly put on this entire album and just like get ready with your friends and like go out and have a good time if you're able to. We cannot now.
Yeah.
But I also thought this would be a good playlist to play at the family barbecue. Like sort of that time where it's getting to be like, if it's like a Sunday night barbecue and it's getting to be like 7 or 8,
like
and
sunset.
Yeah,
hours,
and then like the younger cousins go home because they have school in the morning, and then you're just with like your older cousins and like the cool aunts and uncles, and you're just like sitting around outside, like you said, at sunset. You're like drinking and gossiping and all that other stuff. This would be like some of the songs would be perfect for that.
Definitely perfect.
Like I listened to this album and I was like, that's what
I want to go to a cookout now.
Like, as I said, these are all very social times to have it.
Yeah,
like, music's very social, and I think this is like, those are perfect for me when I went at it.
But I guess it's kind of all we have for this one. Again, like great album. Like I definitely recommend it. Like it was a lot of fun to listen to. So like YouTube
That's
housekeeping.
pretty much it.
Yeah. All right, so YouTube housekeeping. Like, comment, subscribe.
Ring the bell if you want to get notifications. Send us suggestions. We now take music, movies, TV shows, all that good stuff. So leave a comment down below. We'll also have all of our social medias linked below. Yeah, and we'll see you next time to catch up.
Yeah.
Bye.
Migos has fallen. Migos is a group that fell off, but like no one left.
They were everywhere in like 2017, 18. They were like walking.
Yeah, that's
Everyone
what I'm
was
saying.
there.
Like, they had their songs. Then they realized like all their choruses are kind of just repeating one phrase.
Yeah.
And like Quavo can't rap. Like Takeoff can rap, but they don't give Takeoff enough attention.
Oh.
And then Offset can also rap, but he's the worst. So that's why
He's got enough problems.
Yeah.
He and Cardi broke up.
The
Good
problem,
for her.
the real problem was they all tried to go solo, but none of them are good enough to be on their own.
That's what
and then once they were on their own, people were like, y'all aren't even good together. Alright, let me cut this off before I start bashing Migos for no reason. Like, we're out for real now. We're out for real.